Spring has sprung and people have dusted off the winter cobwebs, and we find ourselves in what would typically be a busy spring market. However, this spring market started off a little slower as buyers are being a little extra selective about the properties that they're writing on. New listings have jumped 16% from this time last year when the Bank of Canada first paused their shock and awe style onslaught with 8 consecutive interest rate hikes from March of 2022. This bump in new listings has also driven up the total inventory by about 23% from March of 2023. And while there's more inventory on the market these days, buyers are waiting for the Bank of Canada to lower interest rates. Sales are down about 4.5% from this time last year. That's not to say that buyers aren't out there. In fact, what we're seeing is that if a property is priced properly and shows well, sellers are looking at multiple offers. And across the MLS and across all property types, the sales to active ratio is inching further into seller's territory, currently sitting at 23.4%. By property type, that's 18.2% for detached, 25.8% for condos, and 31.3% for the rest of the attached market. This increase in the sales to active ratio is also putting pressure on the benchmark price, marginally, albeit in February of this year, and currently sits at $1,196,800. The Bank of Canada has specifically targeted housing in their interest rate policy, knowing that shelter costs remain to be the largest contributor towards inflation these days. And they knew that if they were going to be lowering interest rates in the lead up to what would typically be a busy spring market, that might negatively impact inflation. We suspect that when the Bank of Canada does start lowering interest rates, that balance between buyers and markets will hit a tipping point. If you're a buyer who's been waiting on the sidelines due to challenges qualifying for the high cost of borrowing, we would love to have a chat with you and introduce you to a mortgage broker who can best inform you as to the plan in this changing rate environment. And if you're a seller, the environment is right for you. We have a proven marketing strategy to showcase your home to the greatest number of prospective buyers to get your home sold. Don't hesitate to give us a call, text, or hit us up in our DMs to learn more.